Hey everybody, it's zjayfi here from the OSG clan. I just wanted to do a quick video about hardwired versus gear sets. Somebody on the internet the other day decided to call me trash because I was running a three-piece hardwired instead of a gear set skill build. So I thought I'd go ahead and take a look at the difference, which is extraordinarily negligible at best. But when I got down to the cold damage numbers, this build doesn't hit as hard as the three-piece hardwired build. And here's why. The only other gear set that even provides skill damage is Murakami. Alright, so we got our three pieces Murakami here. I only have 7.5 skill damage on that one because I had to spam craft all these pieces because I didn't have any of them. So yeah, you could get a little bit more skill haste there, I suppose. The skill haste in the gear set actually is slightly better. In the hardwired, it's 13.9 seconds. In the gear set build, it's 13.4 seconds. And I'm willing to bet that if you put the additional 10% there, that it would improve considerably. And also, you could put 10% there if you had a better Hana-U backpack. I suppose if you had a God one, you could even go ahead and put in the yellow mod slot for additional skill haste there. But that's in the hardwired loadout too, so that really wouldn't make any difference if we're talking about gears, three-piece gear set versus three-piece brand name, which this guy went out of his way to call me trash because I was running a three-piece hardwired build. So I put it to the test, and sure enough, the skills do come back faster if you have the three-piece skill set, the three-piece gear brand set, I should say, three-piece brand set, because yeah, you have those extra attributes, but the difference is about 1 second. It's about 13 seconds versus 14 seconds, which I don't know about this guy or anybody else, but I'm a skilled enough player that I can survive for 1 additional second without my turret. I'm not going to sweat that. Besides, the whole point of this particular build, it's a skill damage build. It is not a skill haste build. It is not a status effect build. It is not a repair skills build, which this gives me skill duration. Yeah, that's a nice touch, but I don't really need that either. The duration on these things is so long at tier 6 to begin with. It's 5 minutes. And then I have to go 15 seconds without it. I'll live. Trust me, I'm gonna be okay. The only advantage I'm seeing, like I said, is that it comes back a second faster. I don't see any other advantage that you're getting, and you actually are getting less damage, and I'll prove it right here in the firing range. So we're gonna go to an elite enemy. We'll go to the 5-meter target just to make things easy for me. Now keep in mind, this is the gear set. We've got the same, we're going to use these same two Hana-U and Wyvern pieces when we switch over to the hardwired. So the only variable is that I'm going to have less skill haste. And we'll take a look at the difference. We'll run our numbers here real quick and see which one actually hits harder. So we're getting a little bit under 170 without tech support. When we put in tech support, we've got 211,808. 211,808 for this particular skill with the Murakami brand set pieces, which remember, I'm trash because I'm running hardwired. This guy went out of my way to call me trash. And I'm not salty about it at all. And this video is definitely not only for his benefit. 218,790 with tech support and spike proc. So this guy suggests that I'm trash because I want 7,000 extra damage per shot and one second less on, or 1 second more on my cooldown. Now, this particular guy, I'm assuming, was just, he's got some kind of other personal animosity against me for some other reason, or maybe he's just a salty internet troll or whatever. But to call somebody trash over something so drastically marginal and then not even have your facts correct, I mean, okay, I could see if you really need that second of skill haste, I could see it. And like I said, if you did manage to grind absolute max Murakami rolls out of it, oops, wrong one. You know, if you got your 10% skill haste there, and you got your, you know, max 10% skill damage there, I don't know, you might be able to get it up to like the 213, 214, but you're still going to be slightly behind the hardwired. And here's why. The hardwired has the 15% skill haste and the 15% skill damage as the 3-piece bonus. I'm not running 4-piece because I don't need feedback loop. So these 3 bonuses do me a whole lot more than the 3-piece that I get from Murakami. So I'm really not understanding where this guy was coming from. I'm assuming he just wanted to call me trash. Okay, all right, I can live with it. But really, I mean, get your shit together. Like, what other brand set should you be running that's going to give you skill damage? Which brand set is it that you should put in there? It's just not there. There's no other brand set that gives skill damage like Hardwired does for 3 pieces. It's not to mention the other advantage that it has is Hardwired can be crafted to God roll immediately. Every single time you craft a piece of Hardwired, it's going to be God rolled. I don't know, maybe he's got nothing else to do. He can go farm Murakami for hours and days. Like I said, I just slapped this one together off the crafting table. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I kind of got lucky on some of the pieces. But if I wanted God rolls, I'd have to go farm for hours and hours and hours just to have a build that doesn't hit as hard, but I get my skills back 1 second faster. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. And this is a common misconception on the internet right now. I'm seeing a lot of people telling people that 3-piece gear sets are absolute garbage. And you know what? Most of the time they are correct, because there's really no value in running like 3-piece System Corruption or 3-piece Negotiators. There's not a whole lot of value in that, because yes, you would get more from gear sets. This one, the numbers back up that this one is the better choice than running 3 pieces of Murakami. I mean, maybe there's some other brand set that I'm overlooking, but I can't think of it. Another one that is a notable exception is the Foundry Bulwark. We don't have the backpack yet to boost that makeshift repair, so you're not getting a huge 4-piece bonus. You'd be better off going with what eventually here is going to be a Golden Gear Adrenaline Rush backpack, and then a perfect Intimidate chest piece would be the ultimate. And once I get that up and running, it's going to be exceptional with the Emperor's Guard knee pads. It's all going to be working at that point. But even as it is right now, the 3-piece Foundry Bulwark is absolutely a viable choice. Don't let anybody tell you different. So what have we learned in this video? Hardwired is a viable 3-piece set, so is Foundry Bulwark. Don't call people trash on the internet, and especially don't go out of your way to comment on their YouTube channel if you don't know what they're talking about, because the numbers are not on your side. You're not backed up here. And like I said, I think this guy maybe just has some personal vendetta against me. You know, I'm a big boy, but he's definitely wrong. So hopefully he sees this video and maybe he learns something. That's the only reason I make these videos, is to try and improve everyone else. I am not a sweaty tryhard. I do not spend my entire life playing Division 2. I play it maybe 15 hours a week, 20 if I'm lucky, if it's a good week. I do not have endless hours to grind and grind and grind after perfection. I don't have endless hours to go test every single thing in the firing range. Maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe he knows something that I don't. But either way, going out of your way to make somebody feel bad is just not cool, especially when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So that's the end of my rant. I'll catch y'all later. I got a couple more videos to do behind this one. Later.